Hi dear students, welcome to our class today. Today I am going to explain you what is choreography and what is choreography script and what is the importance of writing choreography. All these things we are going to discuss in our lesson today. You know me very well. I'd like to introduce myself. I am Karlapudi Saidulu, spoken English teacher, motivational speaker and also a psychologist. First let us see one picture here. There you can see some people here, you know already all these people. Look at the faces of these people. Please find out their names. Yes, you are right. All they are. Who are they? They are all choreographers. Choreographers. Okay, what do they choreography? How do they choreography? And why do they choreography? All these things today we are going to discuss. For every choreographer, there should be some content. There should be some poem or a song. On listening to the song for 3 or 4 times, they just think of all these things and they put it on the paper. Then they will go for some dance steps and that will be considered as choreography script. Okay, now here you can see for our four pictures. Let us see what is choreography. Choreography is basically is a dance form through which the performer or performers bring out certain themes. As a performance art, it shares some of the features of drama but is distinct from it as there will not be dialogues and props. So we can from here we can easily understand it is a dance form. Choreography is nothing but a dance form. Here you can see only few things, no dialogues, no nothing else, but only you will see actions. But that is true for a song. We are using choreography as a pedagogical tool for facilitating language acquisition and also to help the learners develop deeper understanding of the poem. So here the main motto of the choreography implementation in our high school level is very clear that a learner or a student should be able to understand the poem deeper level and also should be able to use his language, and it is also used as a pedagogical tool, nothing but a school scenario timetable program. It is set. That tool is nothing but choreography script. I already explained in my classes, previous classes, how to become a dance master. There I explained how choreography helps to become a dance master in the life. Even some students, they can easily pick up their skill and recognize their skill and implement their skill. Then they can easily become dance master. At the higher level, we also use it for certain appreciation of the poem. Okay, as a written discourse, the choreography script will have the following features. Now let us see what are the features of the choreography. For everything there should be some features, no? So first let us see identification of the main theme and stanza wise themes. This is very important one. When you are listening to the poem, when you are listening to the song, you should be able to find out the poem is about, the central idea of the poem, what is the main idea of the poem, what is the poem talking about, who are the targeted audience. Okay, all these things are going to be discussed. So identification of the main theme and stanza wise themes also very crucial, so that you can easily understand the location, all these things. Identifying manifestation of theme as instances, events taken from real life, and identifying the where it has taken place. Now you can easily understand there are 2 points merged up in one point and explained here. Instances. What are the instances? The real life instances. It is nothing but looking through the live situation in the society. For example, you are talking about a poem and you can just imagine with the people, with the somebody else in our school, in our society and so on. And also finding the locations where this is taking place, where this poem is apt, because the poem is in this mode and which location has to be set. All these things have to be identified by the reader. Identifying the characters is involved in the events and their actions. Now you can easily understand the third point, identifying the characters. What are the characters in the poem? There are some hidden characters will be there. So there you can easily find out them also. Identifying the characters involved in the events. What does it mean event? Events means the situations, instances. the sequence of actions are taking place. Those are called events. So creating setting through the actions of the chorus. So there will be some chorus team. The chorus team, maybe two or three students, they will be sitting or they will be standing, taking the mic and singing that song in their own melody. They have their own tune. So according to their tune, they start to sing, and while they are singing, automatically the what we can say choreographer, the person, the choreography master will think of dance forms, and it doesn't take place in one day. It takes a long time. For example, before coming to this point, when I was writing a song in Telugu, when I was writing a song in English, it took nearly 2 to 3 days for me to sing, not to sing, just to write that song, verify it, again edit it, and finalize it, and finally give a tune to that one and sing with some tune, changing the tune, setting the music. All these things are there for a songwriting. In the same sense, choreography is not a simple thing. Today I was just watching a program on TV, in a ETV, that is nothing but D Jodi program, and there the judges are also appreciating the choreographers. Those choreographers, just for 5 minutes of time for the performance, they take a lot of time to do all these things, not only setting the theme, instances, location, characters and actions, but also it is very crucial, the fifth point, sequence of actions, and which one is first, which one is next, which one is later, which one is so and so, finally which one should be. So this has to be taken in an order, maintaining proper layout of the script, because you are thinking about choreography script writing. So this layout is very crucial, and where should be the title, where we should use bold letters, where we should use small letters, and all these things are there in a layout. Using appropriate expressions for capturing the actions and movements of the characters and the chorus performance. So for performance, it is very crucial opt exactly setting sentences, phrases, clauses. Some things are very crucial to make some fun, to make some creativity, to make some seriousness. All these things are plot, and all these things are very crucial in making choreography script. Now let us go and see some other one. This is, you can see in page number 17, 18 and 19 in ninth class textbooks, Duck and the Kangaroo poem. There you can see, and we can write a choreography here. Shall we read this one or shall we skip this one? Okay, this is for ninth class, but actually our choreography is targeted for 10th class. So, Duck and the Kangaroo. Said the duck to the kangaroo, good gracious, how you hop over the fields and the water too, as if you never would stop. My life is bore in this nasty pond, and I long to go out in the world beyond. I wish I could hop like you, said the duck to the kangaroo. There you can easily understand the colors are changed, because I changed all these colors to understand very clearly, and who are talking. The blue colored, the thick blue colored person is nothing but said the duck to the kangaroo. Duck is speaking here. Even in the last line, said the duck to the kangaroo. Duck is speaking here. And the remaining, all the lines are spoken. Good gracious, how you hop over the fields and the water too, as if you never would stop. My life is bore in this nasty pond, and I'll go long out to the world beyond. I wish I could hop like you. All these are words spoken by duck. Now let us go to next one. I'm not today giving you clear picture about writing this choreography script. Please give me a ride on your back, said the duck to the kangaroo. See this one, these are direct speech words which are spoken directly by the duck, and the remaining are they are reporting verb and reporting sentence. I would sit quite like I sit quite still and say nothing but quack the whole of the long day through, and we would go to the D and the lay boli, jelly boli, over the land and over the sea. Please take me a ride, oh do, said the duck to the kangaroo. So all these are very clear. Now you can see the next stanza, and also next stanza. Now let us go to this one. Think of the following. So to write the choreography script, we will see all these things, remaining poems. Think of the following. How do we begin the poem? This is what you can see in our 9th class textbook, page number 19. How do we begin the poem? Sing the poem 3 or 4 times to register the tune and the rhythm. So this is very crucial one. Singing the song and listening to this one, and registering the tune and the rhythm is a very important one. What are the characters in the poem? Now you can easily, after reading all these character poems, there you can see in the first stanza, second stanza, fourth stanza, there even in the pictures, you can easily understand only there are two characters. What are they? Duck and the kangaroo. See here is also crane. What is that? It is not a crane, it is also a duck. Duck is really is a beautiful one. Now in this picture also you can see duck is there and it is sitting on the tail of the kangaroo. So there in this picture also they became friends, and all these pictures are also resembling that the characters. Okay, shall we go for the next question? What is the theme of the poem? So the theme of the poem is very clear. On listening to the poem once again 2 or 3 times, there you can easily understand the wish of the duck to go round the world. What is the theme of each stanza? There are sub themes. So please refer in the next page. There we will go for this one. Shall we go for this one? Otherwise, look at this one. The first stanza is explaining wish of the duck to hop, go round the world. Shall we go and see in the poem? Yes, after looking all these things, we will find out those things. Second one, requesting the kangaroo to take her for a ride. Third stanza, conditional acceptance of the kangaroo. Fourth one, assurance of comfort from duck's side. Fifth, fulfillment of the desire. Now, shall we see all these paragraphs from 1 to 4th paragraphs? See this one. In the first paragraph, there you can see duck and the kangaroo. Said the duck to kangaroo, good gracious, how you hop. Now you can easily understand. I wish I look at the last line. I wish I could hop like you. I wish I could hop like you. I want to ride with you. This is the wish of the kangaroo. It is explaining in the first stanza. Then we can go for the second stanza. Please give me a ride on your back, said the duck to kangaroo. I would sit quite still and say nothing but quack the whole of the long day through, and we would go to the Dee and the Jelly Boli over the land and over the sea. Please take me a ride, oh do. Oh, my dear friend, please take me a ride. This is only a request of the duck to the kangaroo. So duck is also wishing and also is requesting, is coming forward and asking the question in a requisition mode. Now let us go for the third one. Said the kangaroo to the duck, this requires some little reflection, my dear friend. So this is what is getting reflection, and it after requesting for so many times, after listening to the duck's words for 2 or 3 or 4 times or 10 times, and finally it got stuck to the words. Okay, but let me think. Perhaps on the whole it might bring luck to me. And this is also thinking on it is side. Who is kangaroo? Kangaroo is also thinking some luck would come to kangaroo herself. And there seems but one objection, not objection, which is, if you let me speak so bold, your feet are unpleasantly wet and cold, and would probably give me the toys, said the kangaroo. So now you can easily understand this stanza, that the kangaroo is not ready, but is accepting with some, yes, some rules. What we can say, yes, so putting some obstacles for those things. If you do like this, I will take you. If you play, I will win, like that, said the duck as I sat on the rocks. So this is explaining, and it is telling that it is ready to go for a ride. And there you can easily understand in the third stanza conditional acceptance, and in the fourth stanza assurance of the comfort from the duck side. My dear friend, don't worry, I will not anyway trouble you at all. I don't trouble you at all. It is giving comfort, it is giving assurance. I am guaranteed. So like that. Fifth one, fulfillment of the desire. So here the desire is fulfilled by the duck as well as the kangaroo. Kangaroo also thought this would bring some luck. Now let us go for the fifth question. Convert the themes into incidents and performable actions. So whatever the themes are here, they should be performed on the stage. So writing on, putting on the paper is not the matter. What is the matter? Performance. 5 minutes performance for a song is very crucial, and for this one groundwork is very mandatory. So here the mandatory work is writing choreography. So look at the sixth question. What are the actions involved in the poem? See this one. Yes, boredom with the present life. Who is bored? Who is feeling boredom? It's very clear. Duck is feeling boredom, feeling of boredom, and there is a pain. Look at the different colored lines here. Feeling of the boredom, pain, miming, joy, gestures, miming, facial expressions, and gestures. All these are nothing but the the persons who are on the stage, who are performing on the stage. They should express all these feelings. What are those feelings? Pain, miming, joy, gestures, and miming, and also facial expressions. All these are mandatory. All these are mandatory on their faces. Body expressions are important. Desire to go around the world. So when the chorus team is singing, so they have to express their feelings in their dance form or in their action form. Wearing socks and smoking cigarettes, it's joy, it is explaining. Displeasure due to wet and cold feet, all this is what they are explaining. Sitting on the kangaroo at the end of the tail, it is a miming, it should be acted. Joy, facial expression should be there. Now let us go to the seventh question. Who are the characters involved? Look at this one. The duck and the kangaroo and other creatures in the pond like a frogs, fish, and so on. All these things you can easily mention. Where does the incident take place? By the side of the lake. Yes, you are right. By the side of the pond. By the side of the pond. Presentation of the choreography on the stage. The chorus team sings the poem. The characters perform their actions. The action of the duck and the kangaroo, expressing boredom, wish, discomfort, joy, etc. The actions related to miming, facial expressions, and gestures. Actions related to hopping, sitting, walking, jumping, all these things are there. And you can it is already explained. Stanza wise themes also explained. Now let us go from our 10th class page number 58. I think this is another woman, and let us do some what we can say choreography on just seeing this poem. So before going to see this poem, shall we see the picture? Shall we see the picture? Yes, there are three persons in the picture. You can easily understand. Here is a man, and his mother is there, and his wife is here, and his wife is on the fire, or you can say fire is on her, and she is in the fire. So whenever I see this picture, I still remember the poem which I read, Stench of a Kerosene. Stench of a Kerosene, I remember the story. So whenever I see this another woman's story, I remember that one. But it is not time to tell you all that story. Whenever the person touches his baby, he feels that the smell of a kerosene is really coming from the baby. So he just puts the baby aside because his first wife was killed, first wife was suicided, or maybe somebody killed her just because of the kerosene. So now let us forget about that story and come again to another woman's story. This morning she bought green methi. This morning she bought green methi in the market, choosing the freshest bunch, picked up a white radish, imagined the crunch it would make, between her teeth the sweet, sharp taste, then put it aside, thinking it is an extravagance, counted her coins out carefully, tied them a small bundle into her saree at the waist, came home, faced her mother-in-law's dark looks, took the leaves and chopped them, her hands stained yellow from the juice, cut an onion, fine, and cooked the whole thing in the pot over the stove, shedding her face from the heat. This is the poem is explaining here in our textbook, and what is the final targeted discourse is very clear. That is, the student has to write a choreography script for this one. The choreography script has 10 marks. 10 marks. Okay, let us go and see what is choreography here. Before going to see this one complete poem, let us see only something. See the choreography script of the first stanza of the poem, Women, Another Woman, taken from class 10th textbook. Name of the poem, Another Woman. The themes of the first stanza. This morning she bought green methi in the market and cooked the whole thing in the pot over the stove, shielding her face from the heat. So this is the theme. Now you can easily understand all this is written in the bracket. You can understand why it is written. The hardships of woman, not women, woman as a homemaker, the uncordial relationship between the woman and her mother-in-law. Cordial, uncordial. Cardiologist, you know. What does it mean, a cardiologist? one who treats heart is called cardiologist. So now you can easily write down or underline this word, and you can write in your notebook uncordial, cordial, uncordial. Cordial means heartful, uncordial means yes, heartless. There is only relation but not a cordial relation. The uncordial relationship between women and her mother-in-law. Instances of the poem. Look at this one. The theme is written. What is the theme? The hardship of woman as a hard homemaker. The uncordial relation between the woman and her mother-in-law. This is the theme of the first stanza. Instances of the poem. A woman does all household work. What does the woman do? She does all the household work, goes to market and buys vegetables, returns home, starts cooking. Her mother-in-law starts cooking. Here should be full stop, but it is missing. Her mother-in-law scolds her for no obvious reasons. There are no reasons for scolding. Just scolded. That's it. She wants to scold. That's it. She scolds her. Now you can understand the location. When you just look into the poem, there you will find three locations, three places: the interior of the house, the market, the kitchen. Okay, what are the characters involved in the poem? The first one is the woman, the protagonist. Okay, the main character in the poem, her mother-in-law. The chorus of for setting the location. Chorus, the persons who are singing. The vegetable sellers, the vendors. 2 or 3 people, some other maybe. 6 to 8 performers to set the different locations. So that's it. 6 to 8 persons to set the different locations. What are the locations? Interior of the house they have to set, and the market they have to set, the kitchen they have to set. So all these things can be possibly done on the stage itself, or even in the classroom, or any program we take place, any program we conduct in our school also, we can just conduct this drama, or we can say choreography. Now let us see what is scene 1. The chorus enters the stage and pose themselves in each way that a visual effect of house is created. The chorus enters on the stage and they just see what is visual effect is there or not. The woman mops the floor. There is a woman and that woman is mopping the floor. Mopping means you can mopplers are there in your houses. With those mopplers, just put them in the bucket and just mop the house. It is nothing but what we can say sweeping and mopping. The mother-in-law comes from indoors and scolds the woman. Mother-in-law, Attagaru, we can say. So that woman comes from indoors and scolds the woman. Why? Why means Kai is so high. There should be no reason for scolding. The mother-in-law commands the woman to go out. What a ridiculous situation. She just commands, not suggests. She just orders. No, not even order. It is more than that, ordering, command. The woman goes out. Why? Why when you are reading the poem, you are able to understand. The woman goes out to bring some vegetables, leafy vegetables or some vegetables. All performers exit the stage. So this is the home location. Okay, do you understand? This is what happened in the home. Now let us go to scene 2. This scene 2 is very clear. This is happened at the market, I think. The chorus enters and creates the setting of a market. Marketplace is set. 2 vegetable vendors sit on the ground and selling vegetables. This is another scene. Vegetable sellers are sitting on the ground and they are selling vegetables. What are the vegetables you know? You're right. Carrot. Yes. Tomato. Not the Zomato. Okay. Don't say Zomato. 2 vegetable vendors sit on the ground and selling vegetables. One person buys vegetables. One person buys vegetables and goes. 2 or 3 people enter the market and exit. 2 or 3 people just come into the market and they also buy something and goes. Now it is a time for the enter the dragon, not the dragon, the woman. The woman enters. The woman enters the market. She chooses. What is she doing? Maybe she is humming some song, I think. Yeah, actually, when women are single, they used to hum some songs, some humming. Humming is nothing but a singing song in their heart. in their mouth, but not opening their mouth and singing, but a tune only they just make on. So this woman is choosing, she chooses vegetables and bargains with the vendor. This is quite natural in India. Every market, any women, or nowadays even men are bargaining. But most of the women bargain for the things about 1 rupee, about 2 rupees. And if they go to vegetable market, if they want to take brinjals, oh my God, it takes nearly such a long time. Even for buying okra, we can call them ladies' finger. So to buy them takes a long time, such a lot of time, because they just choose one by one, look at that one very carefully, from this side to that side, from here to there, and they choose. While they after choosing they start to give some money. When the vendor, or we can say vegetable seller, says 30 rupees, they only try to give 15 rupees, 10 rupees, like that. There will be some bargain. You can easily understand, bargain is nothing but talking elaborately about the things, about their cost and so on. So she collects vegetables and exit. She gives him money, and she collects them in her bag, and she maybe bag or something like that, and all performers exit. All performers exit. Enter, exit. Okay, now let us go to the next one. Scene 3. The chorus enter the stage and pose themselves away, that a visual effect of the house is created. Once again, house is created. The woman enters from outside. So before that, there in the first stage, scene 1, the woman is inside, but for this time, the woman is coming from outside. The mother-in-law comes from indoors and scolds the woman for being late. The first foremost thing happened was nothing but, oh, it is very hot, my dear, come in. No, this type of talk is not there at all. What is there? Only scolding. If a person wants to scold, I think no reasons are necessary. Just scolding, scolding, scolding. That's it. This woman, mother-in-law, comes from indoors and scolds woman for coming late, for being late. The mother-in-law commands the woman to cook fast. And she also, after completion of the scolding, she just wants to, come on, cook fast. That is what she orders. She keeps the pot on the stove. She keeps the pot on the stove. She lights the stove and puts a pot on the stove. The woman cuts vegetables. So the same girl or another woman cuts them. The mother-in-law comes near and scolds the woman. Again she is coming and scolding. No reason. For no reason. I don't understand why some mother-in-laws are like this. Nowadays, I don't find like these people, but in villages, if you go to rural area, there you can see some attagaru like this only. All performers exit the stage. But the people forget. They also will become one day old. And at that time, she has to take care of that woman. They forget all these things. They start commanding. They start demanding. Commands, demands won't work out nowadays. All performers exit the stage. So, my dear friends, now you can easily understand what the poem has explained you from scene 1 to scene 3. Now let us go to once again to the beginning of the one. Yes, here you see, look at this one. First point is very clear. Theme has to be written, and the location has to be written. Characters have to be written, and also scenes 1, 2, 3, 4 scenes have to be written. Now look at this one. This is very crucial thing to remember. Assignment I would like to give you. Prepare a choreography script for the next stanza of the poem. Remember, keep in mind these 5 points. The first point is theme. There you may write 1 or 2 themes, sub-themes like that, but you are only writing for one stanza, so there will be only one theme. 2. Location. What is the place where it is taking place? Okay. Characters. How many characters are there? Actions. How many actions are there? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Performance. How is the performance? This is assignment. Before going to assignment, please look at this one once again. Look at this one. Theme is written. What is the theme? First stanza theme is written here. The hardship of woman as a homemaker. The uncordial relationship between The woman and her mother-in-law. Instances of the poem are also written. Woman does all household work, goes to market and buys vegetables, returns home, her starts cooking, full stop. Her mother-in-law, here is some dash is missing, scolds her for no obvious reasons. And there is next point is written location, the interior of the house. There are three more places: the market, the kitchen. Fifth one, the characters involved: the woman, the mother-in-law, the chorus for setting the location, the vegetable vendors, two or three people. Yes, 6 to 8 performance to set the different locations. And in a location one, the interior of the house, there is some one action goes on. In the next place, the market, there is another action, scene 2 takes place. In the kitchen or in the interior of the house, yes, it is also set for this time. Kitchen room is also set. In this place, there is one more action is going on in the first stanza. Shall we go and see the first stanza? There you can easily understand: methi, buying, market, fresh bunch, white radish, okay, crunch and teeth. So all these things, taste, coming home, all this is explained in the first stanza. This is about market. Okay, so came home, look at this one. Came home, faced her mother-in-law's dark looks, took the leaves and chopped them, her hands stained. All this is explaining about the incidents or instances taken place at the house. Okay, do you understand? Do you understand, my dear students? So like that, for this poem you have to make a, what you have to make? Choreography script. Will you write choreography script, my dear students? Okay, just I am waiting for your reply and answer. If you want more, if you want to know more about some English or lessons, please subscribe to my channel. You know my channel name is Saidulu Karlapudi. Thank you very much.